Hello all my lovely ladies. So this is not something that I've ever done, and quite a lot of you have asked me for it. So you asked and I will deliver. I'm going to show you basically what I do for my makeup every day, just a chill. It's a little bit of effort, but not like crazy. I am by no means a professional makeup artist. I have no desire to be one. I love makeup. I love doing my face and having, all of that going on. I have so much respect for makeup artists and everything that they do. It's incredible. I watch videos all the time and I'm just like, I don't understand what she just did. But if you're a makeup artist, I don't do things like probably not the way that I should. So look away. It might make you cringe a little. I don't do this every day. I'm just putting a bit of primer on my skin so that gives you like a bit of a more finished look. Evens out your pores and that. Not use my other hand because there's makeup on it. So I've got my primer. And let that sit for a minute or so. I've got country music on in the background because I like to do my makeup to music and have a good time while I'm doing it. If you don't like country, sorry, not really. Okay, so I usually always mix two shades. Usually I've got, this is finished now, but this is dark because I've got a tan. So when I have the tan, I have a little bit of this, and then I use a maquillage, the foundation. Mine is the 35035, work up like this. This stuff's amazing. And then I mix them, and I mix them on my hand because I can and because I have no other way to mix them. And then, put on your makeup. I never really layer it like thick because I don't like a caked look. Then next up I have a little bit of a contour, like, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not a highlighter, it's for the contour. It's a really cool like paste. Comes with this brush. That is the brand Yensa. And then I just go in under the cheekbones, around the side, up on the temples, and then very lightly. I try not to put too much on the brush because I don't want that like super contoured look. This is just like really light. I know this light is making it look a little darker than what it is. And I just take a little bit like this. Probably not how I should do it, but I don't care. And then I just go in on the side of the nose a little. Then I go in with, it says blush, but it's kind of more of a bronzer in my opinion. It's just a very dark blush. And then I just get on the cheeks, apples of the cheeks. And then up, I follow the contour a little. And then I just do like one little shade. See, it's quite a dark blush. That's why for me, I feel like it's more of a bronzer. And then I've got the Essence, Pure Essence. I think it is 10. That's number, be my highlight. And I use my finger. And I just go lightly above on the cheekbone. Just to get a little bit of a, I'm still shining there. On the nose. And then I go over the top of the lip over there as well. And then same thing I do on the inside of the eye. I mean, obviously you could do this with a brush, but I like to do things quick and efficiently. And then what I do? Eyeshadow. This is my favorite palette at the moment, Huda Beauty. This is the Mauve Obsessions, and then I will usually, where's my brush? At it. Go for this middle. It's kind of like a mauvey color. Use that and kind of just like pat it down just on the outside of the eyelid. And then I change the brushes, and then I'll usually go, it seems dark, but it doesn't come out that dark. For this, it's kind of like a really brown, purpley, I don't even know what color that is. And then I go over that very lightly. I kind of just like pat it down, kind of like pack it in, and go very lightly, not pressing down at hard at all. You kind of just get that layered effect. Then I will go back to that middle color, this little guy over here. Go very lightly under the eyes, just like one little stroke. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my concealer under my eyes. Usually I would go and do the... I'll do it anyway. I mean, I might mess up a little, but it's okay. Yeah, this is what it is, okay? So we've got the concealer. I'm just going to go very light with it. So I just usually put some under the eyes. I usually would stroke it, but then I would usually do this right after the contour and before the blush or bronzer. I'm just doing it now over all of this, which is probably not the best way to do it, just to show you where I would put my... I have to redo my highlighter. Where I would put the highlighter and the concealer so that it has a little bit of a, you know, you get that little bit of a dark and light glow. And then I'm gonna go back to this brush and do that again. And then usually if I want a bit of a darker edge, I will go for this plum on the same palette, and then just very lightly on the edges, right on the end. And then I will take a flat edge brush, usually a eyebrow brush, and take that same plum and just go very lightly under the eye. And then I take this guy, which is a blending brush, and just go and soften those edges. Then if you wanted to add a little bit of glam or like sparkle, I've got this cute little thing. It's the cutest little, it's literally this big, it's tiny. It's like a coppery, rose goldy, kind of glittery. Just dab on there, and then just in the middle it's kind of got a moussey texture, so I don't need much. And then it just adds a little bit of a pop. And then we do the eyebrows, my favorites. I have had my eyebrows microbladed, so that's why they seem like they're done. I need to go for a touch-up though. I do like to fill them in though. Yeah, I'm going to do this in the mirror, but I'm going to get as close as I can so you can see what I'm doing. I have a very sharp pencil. I used to over tweeze, so like this part of my eyebrows don't really grow much. So I just like to, depending on my mood, I either do like a solid edge or a faded edge or a little bit of a feathered. So like lately I like the feathered, so I just do like really fine like hair-like strokes. I do the same. It's never, I mean, never gonna be exactly identical, but it just takes practice to kind of, I know that color doesn't look like it's my color, it's just, it's weird anyway, but it works fine. Gonna get a light edge. You see, I'm holding my pencil like lower down to the base so that I don't put too much pressure on with the pencil. It depends how I feel. Like sometimes I'll use eyeshadow, sometimes I'll use the pencil, sometimes I'll use this Maybelline Tattoo Studio for brows, which is kind of like a moussey thing for brows. It depends how I feel and what I'm in the mood to do. I know this might not be the best way to do brows, but this is how I like to do my brows and it works for me, so whoops. And I can always use an earbud to, like, takes a bit of practice. And then the eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Fuck. Sorry. Yeah, get a little bit of a point there. I don't color them in this. This side is being a bitch today. Anyway, I just try and get like an edge and then feather them, and then I usually take the brush and then just pull that color through, and then fill them in a little more with if I need to, with eyeshadow or brow powder, like I said, whatever I'm in the mood for. Obviously one gives a starker look than the other. I think this light is just making this brown look super funny over here, but anyway, obviously if you make a mistake, ladies, you can always just rub it off and try again. Use an earbud. Now back to our more obsessions, and then I will use the very light one and just go under here just to highlight that brow bone a little. My iTunes is being a pain. I'm sorry that the music is like stop start, but I couldn't really care right now. And then I will go back to my blending brush if I can find it, and then just blend in a little more. And then we have blushes. Look, I have this little baby eyelash, little baby mascara. Ooh, I need like carbs or something. Anyway, I'm gonna do my eyelashes, my mascara. I know it seems like I'm using a lot, but it's a little dried out, so that's all. I'm trying to get an even spread. I have uneven eyelashes, like these ones on the edge are really long, and then I've got like one or two in the middle that are like broken off, and then so they kind of look weird. My favorite new addition to my collection. This is the Huda 3D highlighter palette. It's very glamorous. So obviously if I have a night out or an event, I definitely use more of this, but this I use just like a little bit of it. It's not powder, it's like a paste, I guess. It's like, I don't know, like a pudge. So just a little bit on the finger, and then I just top up so the other highlighter I have is more like white, and this has got like a bit of a gold glow. And then I just touch up the nose and just rub it in top of the lip. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of other things to use, like a blush and a bit of a, I guess, like for under the cheekbones for some depth. But I only really use that if I'm going somewhere or like for an event or something, because it's very glamorous. This is something I often forget to do, because is just some setting translucent powder. So then I just, also the order in which I do some of these things sometimes varies. I guess it just depends like how fast I'm moving or like what I remember next. So we have some powder. And then that is my bronzy day look. I usually follow the same protocol or the same order when I'm doing, obviously I got makeup in my hair, but I usually try not to. I'll follow the same look and order of things if I'm doing like for a night out, but for a night out or like an event, I'll add a darker color at the edge, and then obviously smoke it out a bit more. So dark, I'll just use maybe more of and thicker or darker, and then obviously add lashes and eyeliner wings to give it a more dramatic evening look. But for the most part, the skin and the bronzer and the highlighter, that's how I do it. I hope you enjoyed it.